The truth about chronic illness when you're having a successful career. And that is especially when you're somebody like a professional or business owner, somebody with a professional career, maybe a teacher, a manager, a CEO, an engineer, whatever that might be, or a business owner. If you're watching that video right now, you don't watch that for fun, obviously, because I think you have a professional career and you struggle with some sort of chronic illness. And you may have figured out during that process that even though you might have the funds to support your health, you don't have answers and you couldn't get better with that. So maybe there was a time where you were very healthy. You know, you could work 10 hours straight, you could take care of your kids, you could take care of your social life, you could take care of your family. Maybe you have a family, you could take care of your family, you were present for them. After work, you were able to do chores, you were able to be present, you were able to take care and, go after the responsibilities that you have as a mom, as a dad, whatever that might be. But then at some point, your health declined and there was something changing dramatically. Maybe there was a trigger, maybe there was a very emotional event in your life. Maybe you had intense amount of stress, or it could be also just something little, like a flu virus, or COVID could be also possible. And then just a little event, an exposure somewhere, a medical treatment, something triggered something in your body, and then all of a sudden it was never the same as before. And you knew that, okay, right now there's a real issue going on and it's different to what everything else I experienced before. And I have an issue right now where I need to get help, where I need to get better. Because if it continues like this, I don't know how to take care of my work, I don't know how to take care of my family, I don't know how to take care of my responsibilities for my social life, for my friends. I don't know how to take care of anything if these symptoms continue. And chronic illness can be everything because the story is always the same. It doesn't matter if you have an autoimmune condition like eczema, psoriasis, Hashimoto's, or colitis, Crohn's, any of these symptoms, maybe chronic fatigue syndrome, maybe something like this, or just any other symptoms or MS, also a very typical autoimmune condition. I mean, they say to so many things autoimmune. I have other videos about autoimmune. I'm not going to talk about that solely. But it's always the same. It doesn't even matter if you have only autoimmune or if you have something else, because every chronic illness is the same in the process of going to one doctor after one doctor to one doctor to another doctor. It doesn't matter if you have these autoimmune conditions or brain fog or tinnitus or neurological conditions, vertigo, dizziness, whole body vibrations, if you have like the feeling of being on a boat the whole time, nausea, gut problems, bloating, SIBO, IBS, endometriosis, all of these female reproductive issues, menstrual cramps, PCOS, infertility, fibroids. The list is endless with chronic illness. It's just endless. Muscle twitches, all of these mysterious symptoms where nobody really has an answer about that. And then you're sitting there getting these kind of symptoms for the first time in your life, having severe brain fog, can't even think straight, can't remember things. You feel like you have energy crashes throughout the day. Something changed in your life. And then you realize, I have to get that fixed because if it continues like this, I'm not getting better. So you go to your doctor. You go to your doctor, you ask him, hey doc, having these symptoms, he runs some blood tests. Most of the time, it's always coming back normal. Unless you have like a thyroid condition, then sometimes it picks up thyroid hormones and you get a diagnosis of underactive or overactive thyroid or Hashimoto's, and you get, of course, some medication. But the medication actually, especially in terms of thyroid conditions, is not helping you heal. It's just replacing the issue that's not there anymore. It's not working on the root cause, it's just replacing hormones that your thyroid is not producing anymore. But why your thyroid is not producing the hormones anymore, nobody talks about that. They just give you medication, hormones, boop, that's it. But the underlying issue is getting worse. And whatever condition you might have, it's not even about thyroid conditions, any chronic illness, everything that I just mentioned before, bladder infections as well, lots of UTIs, especially for women. It doesn't matter what kind of chronic health issue. You go to your doctor, you get your blood checked. Most of the time, either they find something and give you medication, or they don't find anything, which is often the case. And then they're like, are you sure you're okay? Because you look like okay. From the outside, you look okay. And I don't see anything on the blood test. I don't know what's going on with you. Are you sure you're okay? Maybe you're making this up. Oh, this is my favorite out of all of these things. Maybe you're making this up. Maybe it's in your head that you just like make things up that you're not bad, that you're like not doing well. It's a cry for attention. Or they often say that to women specifically, but I also say it to men. They say it to me as well. That's one of the worst things. I hate that. When they say, oh, we can't find anything. That person must make this up. That's probably because they're just like crazy or something. They manifested or something like that. I mean, doctors don't say that, manifestation, but alternative practitioners. And then you're like, okay, it seems like they don't know what's going on. And then they send you to a specialist, neurologist, a rheumatologist, lung specialist, a cardiologist, because of your heart palpitations. And they feel like, we don't know what's going on, your migraines, any specialist, they send you there. What are they doing? Blood tests again, they can't find anything. They don't know what's wrong with you. They can only prescribe you medication. And you're like, what's going on here? Like, I thought science knows what's going on. I thought they have figured, I thought we're so advanced with all the technology. AI nowadays seems to know everything. Never ask AI for your health problems. I guarantee you it's not doing you a favor. It's like Googling your symptoms. It's not nothing different. Okay? Even if you know how to use and prompt AI to your favor, even then it's not really helpful. Because it doesn't really know everything, especially when it comes to that topic. And then you thought, like, with all of that technology, with everything we have right now, how come that nobody knows what's wrong with me? I'm like, I have these symptoms. I have headaches. I have migraines. I'm tired. I have brain fog. I have skin issues. And my gut, I have bloating. I don't know what's wrong. How come nobody knows what's actually wrong with me? There has to be something that can help me. And then you're like, okay, if the doctors can't fix me, then I need to try something else. I heard there's something like alternative medicine. There's a possibility of like something called, you can change your diet, maybe some herbs and supplements. Let me go that route. Acupuncture. You did it. You might feel a little bit better. But then you're like, it didn't move the needle. Let's try something else. Chiropractor. Yeah, I mean, my neck pain got a little bit better, but it always comes back. I always have to go back. Okay. Alternative practitioner, naturopath, okay? More blood tests, first of all. And by the way, a majority of your immune system is in your blood, which means every time they do blood tests, they take away your immune system, even if it's just 2 or 3 vials. I recommend all of my clients, when you get a blood test, and oftentimes they already have so many because I need to order a blood test from them. I don't need that most of the times, but when you get a blood test, for whatever reason, just ask them for quarter vials. Ask them for half vials. It's your life force. It's your immune system in that blood. Be careful with your blood. Every time they take away your blood, they lower your immune system and your chronic illness is getting worse. Do you see the pattern there? Because you probably tried a lot of blood tests and you felt worse and worse and worse. It's very much likely. And now you don't even know why, but that could be one of the main reasons. And then you went to your naturopath or to your alternative practitioners. Different blood tests, more fancy stool tests, okay, hormone tests, viral tests, bacterial tests. That's like, oh, DNA tests. Oh my God. DNA. Yeah, it looks like you have a MTHFR or gene mutation. And this is causing your issues. Oh, you have leaky gut. Oh, you have candida. Oh, you have autoimmune, which means your body is attacking you. Your body is attacking you. How ridiculous is that? Your body would never attack you. I have so many videos about that in my YouTube, but your body would never attack you. Your body loves you unconditionally and your body is fighting for you every second. Your immune system is it tries to save your butt every day. And we get brainwashed into thinking our bodies are the problems. It's your DNA, okay? Your genes are the problem. How come that in the recent 100 years where this chronic illness that we have right now, how come that 100 years ago these diseases didn't even exist? Like, did our genes change? Like, what happened there? It doesn't make any sense. You know why it's not making any sense? Because it's not true. And you know why it's not making any sense as well? Is because you're not getting better. If you would get better, then you would know, okay, I'm working on something here that is getting me better, that actually makes sense, that is true, there is some truth to it. Because if you work on something that is true, you would see improvements. If you work on the real root cause, for example. And then, it's like the doctor shopping continues. You thought like this is over, but it continues. One alternative practitioner to the other one. All about, make sure to get enough protein. Oh, you have candida, avoid all fruit. Candida is not even the problem, by the way. Most of the time it's just strep bacteria instead of candida that's causing the issues that a lot of people associate with candida. You have leaky gut. One of my favorites. If you would have leaky gut, you would be in the ER right now because of sepsis. Just imagine you have holes in your gut. How ridiculous is that? You would have a sepsis, you would die. That's what they're telling you. It's just ridiculous. They don't have any answers as well. And you figure that out after a couple more rounds of alternative practitioners, naturopaths. They're all like contradicting each other. Eat more fats, eat less fats. But everybody is focused on protein. Do carnivore, do vegan, do low carb, do keto. Take this supplement. This will cure all of your symptoms. That's the best for me, like when people just prescribe you or just give you one supplement or 10 supplements without changing your diet or anything. And they say, oh yeah, take this probiotic. Probiotics is another scam, by the way. But let me just drink my beautiful pineapple juice for a second. We're getting so brainwashed with everything. Being afraid of fruit. Oh, glucose spikes. Don't have glucose spikes. I have type 2 and type 1 diabetes clients. They drink fruit juices and they eat fruit the whole day. And it's the only way to stabilize their blood sugar. Because fruit is never the problem and was never the problem. Same as healthy carbs. Because fats are causing insulin resistance. Why? Because fats interfere with the absorption of glucose. Because fats hinder insulin from attaching to glucose and to tissue cells to open up. The fat is the problem, not that. That's not spiking my blood sugar tremendously. Of course, a little bit, because that's how our bodies function. That's how we get our main energy source into our system, and vitamins and nutrients. With glucose, and insulin is used to get that into the cells. Amazing mechanism. But if you have fats in your bloodstream, this is where the actual problem lies. Otherwise, why do I have clients that have type 1 and type 2 diabetes and they eat fruit the whole day? This pineapple juice, I'm telling you, it's one of the best things I ever had in my life. I'm in Costa Rica right now. They have pineapples here. It's insane. I wish you could try it. But back to the topic. Alternative practitioners. You try the things and you feel some improvement sometimes, okay? Because when you change your diet, avoid processed foods and I'm getting better, maybe I lost some weight, but it didn't really move the needle. It never really moved the needle. And then after trying so many things, different diets, supplements, herbs, biohacking. That's worth a whole nother video. Biohacking is a scam. You don't need biohacking. And if you tried it already, if you have a real chronic illness, okay, that's the next big thing. People that are doing biohacking never had chronic illness. They're just telling you something like, oh yeah, cold plunging is the best thing you can do for your immune system. Do cold plunging when you have adrenal fatigue. Do cold plunging when you have multiple sclerosis. It will make you worse because it's so hard on your nervous system. All of that stuff that 95% of the people that are promoting this kind of stuff, they're healthy people. You have to understand that most of the recommendations you see online is coming from healthy people, never had one health issue in their life. Going to the gym every day, working 5 to 8 hours, they never had sleeping well, push their limits every day, not a single health issue in their life. And they want to tell you how to fix your problems and how to live your life and how to have a healthier lifestyle without never ever going through what you went through. With the doctor shopping, with trying so many different things and died with nothing really working. Ayahuasca, a lot of desperate people try ayahuasca and it's of course very famous, messes up your brain, kills your brain basically. Ayahuasca, all microdosing, horrible, please never do that. Never ever do that. No matter how desperate you are, please don't put more poisons into your system. Just don't do that. And then you come to the conclusion and you're like hopeless after spending thousands of dollars on your health. Because probably you had the funds, you were ready, yeah, I'm ready to invest, like I'm ready to fix this, I'm ready to get my health back, I'm ready to get my life back, basically. I want to like play tennis again, I want to play golf again. One of my clients, Steven, I uploaded that video like a couple of days ago within the testimonial, couldn't even play golf anymore because his legs were so sore and so heavy and so tired, chronically fatigued, couldn't even work straight a couple hours because of the brain fog, had anxiety. You can't even do your hobbies anymore. And you want to have that back, you want to have your old life back, being present for your family, being present for having the responsibilities in your job, in your business, whatever you're building, whatever you're doing, you have responsibilities. You want to do that, you're motivated, you have a drive for what you're doing. You're that like type 1 personality that is like always on the go like me. I always want to do stuff, I want to work and I want to, it's fun. I love that as well, and you need to like basically force yourself to take a day off. I love that, it's nice, it's amazing, it's fantastic. But you can only do that when you're healthy. And when you're not healthy, you lose all fun in life. You lose all fun in life. You're just like, I don't want to do this, I don't want to do that, I just want to go home, I don't want to socialize, leave me alone, I don't know what to do, I spend a fortune on my health already, nobody can fix me, I'm hopeless, I have PTSD around everything, I don't want to try any more coachings anymore, I don't want to go to any more doctors, I don't want to do anything because I'm so sick of spending more money without ever seeing results. And here is something that I always see with people that tried so many things before and are now sick of doing another program or trying new things. Here's what I see with them. 2 things, okay? The first one is they never got to the root cause of their symptoms. Never. You never got to the root cause of your symptoms. You don't even know what's causing your problems. High blood pressure, liver issue. Lots of, basically, that was just one example. Basically, I can summarize it for you. All disease, okay? All disease is caused by only a couple of things. It's either pathogens, like viruses, Epstein-Barr, shingles, HHV6, HSV1, HSV2, viruses causing autoimmune, causing tinnitus, causing brain fog, tingling and numbness, twitches, spasms, eczema, psoriasis combined with heavy metals, EBV, Epstein-Barr virus, over 60 varieties of EBV causing that. And lots of toxins, especially toxic heavy metals, aluminum, mercury. You probably heard of that, but maybe, and you got maybe advice, yeah, take some clay. Clay is not doing anything. Clay is suffocating your intestinal linings. Same as charcoal. Same as baking soda. All of these, all of these tips are coming from people that never got anybody better. And it's every couple months or every couple of years, there's a new trend coming. Right now, it's like nicotine. Oh, nicotine is the cure of all symptoms, of all problems. Nicotine cures cancer. It cures Parkinson's and Alzheimer's and dementia. Oh, there's like so much research about it. Research. You probably realize by now that all the research, all the studies didn't give you shit. They didn't bring you, you got nowhere with that. Now there's new research. Oh, new research, nicotine. It's so funny, they have all these studies. Oh, caffeine, coffee is so good for your health. It's good for longevity. Nicotine is so amazing to heal from cancer and heal from chronic illness. But you never see one person saying, hey, my name is Jessica, I have eczema, I took nicotine and my eczema is gone. I have here before picture, after picture, that happened to me. Hey, I'm Dorothy, I'm 75 years old, I have Alzheimer's. I only took nicotine, it's the only thing I took, and now I don't have Alzheimer's anymore, my family can't believe it. It doesn't exist. It's not out there. And there are all these studies about it, all these fake funded studies by investors behind it, pushing the next big thing, pushing nicotine, pushing probiotics, pushing caffeine, pushing ACV gummies, all of that crap that's not getting you anywhere because it's not working on the root cause. So, 2 things. Never worked on the root cause. And I'm telling you, leaky gut is not a root cause, candida is not a root cause, inflammation is not a root cause, because what's causing inflammation? I love these people that say, Alzheimer's is caused by inflammation. That's the best. Rheumatoid arthritis is caused by inflammation. Where the hell is the inflammation coming from? I have to drink something. I can't even I need some glucose on my brain to keep doing that video. Just crazy world out there. When you have chronic illness, especially when you're a successful person with a good career, you feel like everybody's taking the piss on you. And then, the root causes, all of these explanations, leaky gut is also not a root cause. It doesn't give you a straight answer. It's not what's causing you issues, because if that would have been the case, then the treatments for that specific thing would have worked. You would not watch that video right now. That's the first thing. You never got to the root cause, okay? Why you never got better with your chronic health issues. That's the first thing. The second one, even more important, and listen to me closely right now, you always go to people that never got anybody better. You go to people that never fixed anybody before. No results, no healing testimonials, got nobody better, just yapping on social media, 0 results. And every time I'm putting awareness in people that tried so many things before, and I'm telling them, have you checked anything before? If they got anybody better before you, especially with the symptoms you have, do you see any results from them? Did they got anybody off of immunosuppressants and they never took them again and don't have any symptoms anymore? Did you check that? And then they're like, no, I didn't. Are you kidding me? What's wrong with you, honestly? What is wrong with you that you do due diligence in your whole life, okay? Doesn't matter even when you're dating, you do due diligence. You want to make sure you have a good partner for your life, right? When you're doing your finances, let's say you go to somebody, let's take that example. Let's say you have $1 million and you want to invest that. Where do you go to? Do you go to somebody that is knowledgeable in finance, but also to somebody that has results, where you see somebody else before that said, hey, let's say that guy's Jimmy. Hey, Jimmy helped me allocate my finances in so many different assets. It was growing over the past 10 years. I'm super happy with him. I doubled my income, or I doubled my investment. I made 100% profit, and I couldn't be more grateful. You want to go to these people that have the results before. You want to make that due diligence. You will do that, right? If you're doing business with somebody, are you checking if that's a legitimate business? Or are you not doing anything about that? Or when you're in the finance industry and you check if companies are credible, merger and acquisition, and that kind of stuff. You look for everything. You check every single detail. But when it's about your health, you're doing nothing. Like, are you kidding? What's wrong with you, honestly? I know you're desperate. I know you're hopeless. I know you're trying to get better. But if you don't look at results of what people had before you, and then you do a program, and then you try to do something, and then you're not getting better, is that a surprise? Is that really a surprise? For me, it's not a surprise. And then you're surprised about that. You're like, yeah, nobody can help you. I don't know why I'm not getting better. Because the people you went to never had any results before. And if they had results, it was some weight loss story. Everybody nowadays is doing weight loss and fitness influencers. If you listen to these people, they get people off of processed food. I would say 70-80% of the people that are overweight and that avoid processed food get better. That's not rocket science, okay? Everybody can do weight loss coaching. You just get people off of processed food, they're happy, they lose their weight, boom, thank you. Theo helped me losing 20 kilograms or 40 pounds within the last 6 months, and then you're good. Everybody can do that. You have chronic illness. Realize that. You never went to anybody before that has results. Check everybody. You can check it for yourself. Check everybody that you went to before. Every doctor, every functional medicine doctor, every chiropractor, every naturopath. Check everything for results. Do you see anything? Just check. Do it for yourself. I know how it is. I know exactly how it is. I went through all of that. I used to be a professional soccer player in Germany. And out of nowhere, actually it wasn't out of nowhere, it was after a regular flu where I got severe brain fog. I was feeling like, I had that feeling, I was like, because I had a very good feeling about my body. As a professional soccer player, you know when something, like when you miss 1%, you know immediately, okay, something is not right here. And I had that flu. I remember as it would be yesterday. I think it was in 2017. I had that flu, and after that I got like severe brain fog. I felt like I'm always slightly drunk. I was really like feeling I'm drunk. I couldn't concentrate. I couldn't look people in the eyes and follow what they say. Everything was like mentally exhausting. It was like, I did my training, then I was like, let me go home. My friends were asking me, my colleagues from soccer, they were asking me, hey, Theo, come with us to a cafe and let's hang out a little bit. I'm like, guys, sorry, I'm gonna go home. I had to stop studying at that time. I was able to still play soccer again with all of the adrenaline that you get when you're playing. I was still able to somehow manage that, but it was like so exhausting for me. So exhausting. When I went home, I was like, leave me alone. I just want to do my stuff. I'm not in the mood for anything. I don't have any motivation for nothing. I'm just happy when training is over and I can go home. Okay, that's how I felt. And then I'm like, okay, like, let me go to my team doctor. He checked my blood. Everything came back normal. He sent me to a neurologist. Neurologist checked my brain, checked the electrodes. I started my doctor shopping as well. Couldn't find anything, was prescribing me antidepressants. Freaking antidepressants. Insane. Was just prescribing me antidepressants. I was not even depressed. I was like, I'm not depressed. Like, what the hell is going on right now? I have brain fog. I feel like I'm drunk. I have that fatigue where I feel like I'm carrying like a 20 kilogram vest or like a 40-pound vest with me. I'm not depressed. But she gave me that. I was so desperate. I was so close to take it. And then my parents were like, Theo, have you looked at the side effects? Like, that's insane. Please don't take that. And I was like, okay, I'm not gonna take it. Thanks, mom and dad, by the way. I'm not gonna take it. Let me try something else. I was trying naturopaths, chiropractors, alternative practitioners. I was trying MRI scans for my brain. I went to Munich. I went to the best doctors. I knew the doctors from Bayern Munich actually, because of all my contacts that I had in my professional career. They could never find anything. Never. MRI scans, they were just saying, oh, drink a little bit more coffee, it makes you more present. Like, come on, guys. Like, of course it didn't do anything. They could never find anything. And then what I mentioned before, by far the best thing ever, yeah, you have so much stress. That's like, it gets me going, actually, when people are saying that. If stress would cause our chronic illness, then why is not everybody chronically sick? I mean, almost everybody is actually at that time, but there are still people that have so much stress, they don't have a single symptom in their life. So is stress causing anxiety? Is stress causing brain fog? Is stress causing autoimmune? Then why is not everybody that has stress has autoimmune? It's the same thing with like saying processed food is causing chronic illness. Then why is not everybody chronically sick that is eating processed food? Because that's not the case. That is not the case. Chronic illness is caused by viruses, by pathogens, viruses and bacteria, and toxins, and radiation. Radiation, pesticides, herbicides, fungicides, DDT still in our systems. Toxic heavy metals, big one especially for mental health, anxiety, making us so sick, depression, anxiety, migraines, insomnia, all caused by metals, dementia, Alzheimer's, Parkinson's. And then I was like, it's not the stress. What are you talking about? I need to hold back right now to not curse, because it's pretty emotional for me as well, because I know what it means if you have that stuff. And it's so annoying when people tell you it's in your head or you manifested that. It's like, no, dude, I don't manifested it. I have these symptoms. I don't know what the hell is going on with me. And I'm not getting better. And now you're telling me it's like a cry for attention, or I manifested wrong, or it's all in my head. Like, I'm not making this shit up. I'm not. I have real symptoms. And then I was discovering the truth. Medical medium information. Learn what's the root causes of my symptoms, and I finally got better, step by step. Healing is not something healing is not something that's very fast, okay? If you see improvements within like 3 months, amazing. Amazing. You're doing a great job. It can take longer. I have clients where it took like 4 to 5 months to see improvements. One guy, Robert, bad insomnia, could sleep maybe 2 hours a night. And he was like desperate. I'm like, oh, after 3 months, he was like, it's not working. It's not getting better. What do? I think this is not for me. I'm like, stick to it, please. Give me the chance. Let me help you stick to it. After five months, he was like, thank you so much. I'm sleeping. I have my energy back. I can go to the gym. I can work, It is possible when you work on the root cause and you fix it and you get it better. It is possible. And you might have PTSD around right now. To be open for new things and to be open to try new things. But what's the alternative for you? Like, what is the actual alternative for you? Because if you don't change something about what you're doing right now, first of all, you would not watch that video, especially not to this point, if you would not have chronic illness and if you don't want to get better. And second of all, if you're doing the same thing over and over again, you're not getting better, obviously. I think we can agree on that. And I think that's why you're not getting better, because you need to be open. I tried so many things before I found the truth to get better, the truth about our bodies. And I was open and I was like, I'm not giving up. I always had that intuitive feeling. There has to be something in nature that is like getting us better. That is like, especially for all of these body systems, for diseases and that kind of stuff. There has to be something that's getting us better. And I got these answers. And I got better. And I started helping other people with that. And the results were remarkable. And that's why I'm doing what I'm doing. I even stopped professional soccer to do what I'm doing nowadays. I'm 28 right now. That's like the best time for a professional soccer player. I stopped 3 years ago. to do full-time what I'm doing right now, because I knew this is more valuable. I can do that. I can actually help people get better. And that's what I'm doing nowadays. And I offer everybody a free discovery call for like 20, 30 minutes where we look at your situation. First of all, we call you, we figure out if and how I can help you. Okay, somebody from my team would call you. All that you need to do is to go to my website, www.theobergmann.com. The link is actually in the description under that video. And you can book your call for free there. Then we will call you for 20, 30 minutes and figure out if and how I can help you. And then we would move on to a strategy call for like 60, 90 minutes where I personally would look over your whole health history. I would look at your whole health history, would explain this is the root cause of your symptoms, this is what we need to do, diet, supplements, herbs, lifestyle changes. This is what we need to do to get you better. You can already implement that. This is what we're doing. And I would highly recommend you doing that because I explained to you why you're not getting better. You're not going to the root cause and you're always listening to people that never got anybody better before. It's the truth. Check it for yourself. Look at the people you worked with before. They never got anybody better before. And if so, it was some weight loss stories. If you don't trust me, look it up, check for yourself. You're probably you're going to see surprised what you see in terms of reviews and some other people. But I want to make sure I trained my whole life to be a professional soccer player. I gave that up to be sure that I can help people as much as I can. I'm working 10 hours straight nowadays. I enjoy my life. I have my freaking brain back. You know how nice it is? I can work I work even 12 hours straight sometimes. Not straight, of course. I do breaks. I have my pineapple juice. I have my lemon water. I have my lemon honey water here right now. Of course, I eat. I snack a lot. I don't do intermittent fasting or something. Like another trend, I should have talked about that earlier, killing your adrenals. You need to eat frequently, especially when you have chronic illness or adrenal fatigue. It's another story. But if you don't change something, if you don't get better, or if you don't change something, you're not going to get better. Can we agree on that? You don't have to agree with me because I know it's true. I know that if you don't take care of the root cause and if you don't even know what's going on with you, then you don't even know what you need to do. And that's why you failed and failed and failed and failed and failed. Nobody got you better. And that's why you feel like actually nobody can help you. But you reach out to the wrong people. I'm sorry to say. It's true. So book your free discovery call right now. You have nothing to lose. Book your call, especially when you are a professional or business owner. Check that out. Link is in the description. www.theobergmann.com. And I'm actually looking forward talking to you and helping you. And I'm looking forward to that. And thank you for staying that long, honestly. Like, I appreciate it.